the way Calvin hugged Miranda in season 11 after everything happened with when she was showing the house and everything, and she said, "I know we're supposed to talk about the money," and he came over and he hugged her, and he was like, "It's not about the money. We'll talk about that later. We'll figure that out later." And the way he hugged, I said, "Yeah." And I was looking at it on the, I think it's on the House of Pain BET page on Instagram, and people was coming like they ready for Miranda and Calvin to get back together, and that he's still in love with her, and they ready to get rid of Laura. And some people actually on Laura's side, they said they want him with Laura. I was like, oh man, look, y'all know I have always wanted the old feel of the House of Pain. If you don't know, House of Pain is my favorite Tyler Perry show. Well, the first one, not this version. Hopefully, it gets better this season. But yeah, my favorite show, one of my favorite shows, is House of Pain when it first came out. So like, yeah, I would like to see them back together. I feel like on both ends, they both messed up and they both did things, and they both still in love with each other. You know, Miranda been trying hard, or she was trying hard to get back with him and everything, but he was shutting her down. But I feel like this last season and even the season before that, he has displayed multiple times that he's still in love with her. Even when remember he got drunk and he called her over there and they still ain't answered that question. People are speculating that she gonna be pregnant, and I was like, I wouldn't be shocked because I mean, we don't really know what happened, but more than likely they slept together. But yeah, as soon as he got drunk, he texting her and everything. And I still say, you know how they always say if a woman gets drunk and a man sleeps with her, that's called taking advantage. So wouldn't it apply also with Calvin? I was like, but I don't think, he did take advantage. I mean, no, that she took advantage of him and everything. But I just said the roles were reversed. Y'all know what they would be saying. But yeah, yeah, I don't know. Look, cause I've been saying I don't like how this all went down. Remember when she left him? There was the last episode. I was like, man, and I I'm on the fence, y'all. I'm in the middle. I don't think he should be with Laura, obviously, because it's not just the fact that he was kissing Miranda or potentially slept with her or just the fact that he got feelings for her. We all know he got feelings for her. We know it even before he sent the text. It's like when he was talking to Ella, he was like, "You inviting her over here? How am I supposed to get over her? If you finna get married, you supposed to already be over her, right?" But yeah, and I don't want to hear nothing about no child. I hate when people do that. They be like, "Well, we have a child together," which is true, and I know it might be a difference in feelings and stuff if you have a child by somebody. But let's stop acting like you only want the person because of the child or whatever. Because if that's the case, what happens when the child moves out and gets older and everything? But yeah, season 12, we finna talk about it or what we want to happen or what we expect to happen. One of the things like people are talking about is Miranda gonna be pregnant and Laura gonna find out. Listen, he don't cheat on Laura multiple times because remember the first kiss. Remember the first kiss. So it's like, okay, you already that relationship is ruined. I can see her forgiving him though. Like, oh, I understand. But I don't know. We've been debating when I had my other channel. I keep talking about that because, when I had my first channel, we was talking about if Laura was wrong because that was her friend. But a lot of people were saying, she that Laura chose to still talk to Calvin, even though that was her friend. She's supposed to be in parted ways. I don't know. Look, I said so. Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken, she was like when they first came back, when House of Pain first came back, they were saying how they were still going through a divorce. They wasn't actually divorced. So the same way you get them is how you lose them. And then what did Laura say about Miranda that day when he was talking to her about something? She was like all women do it or use or cheat or something she said. And I was like, nah, to my Miranda did it. Because he was like, I don't think Miranda did it. She's like, yeah. And I was like, you a story. I said she was just trying to downplay Miranda. But yeah, it's a lot of things that they didn't address last season that they need to address this season. But I don't even know if we would care. Well, we will care, but I don't know if it matter at this point because they don't skipped over it with all these unnecessary storylines. But I'm finna read. They only got I think 3 of the episode synopsis up there so far. But let me see. Okay, so House of Pain season 12, episode 1. The title is Like New Money. It said Curtis suspects his food truck was blown up intentionally, and he starts investigating the incident. Calvin must get to the bottom of Calvin Jr.'s mischievous deeds. Okay, one thing is, okay, like I said, matter of fact, I can watch season 11 now. While I got this time, I can watch season 11, and then I'm gonna try to, I might do a season 11 summary video. But I thought the truck blew up because he was over there nailing something on it. Yeah, I thought his truck had blew up because he was hitting that thing. Because remember they rushed out there. But let's see. Calvin Jr. is back. I already did a video on episode 1. But again, I said about time they brought Calvin Jr. back because at first they had said you only got one grandson to Curtis. Ella had said that to Curtis and everything. But because it was something. What was it I wanted to talk about in regards to that? I forgot. But episode 2 is called Just Payne Tripping. It said the family has trouble adjusting to Jasmine's newfound independence. I know now. Jasmine and Janine's supposed to be back, y'all. But I wonder if it's gonna be like season was it 11 or 10, where they came back on the beginning, but then they left or whatever. But yeah, they back. I was like, yes, hopefully we get to see them. Like I said, I want that old family. Like I said, why I keep saying like I said, but I want the old feel of House of Pain. Like I love movies that has a family vibe or whatever, and not like the original House of Pain. So hopefully it'll get back to that. But yeah, episode 2 is called Just Pain Tripping. It said the family has trouble adjusting to Jasmine's newfound independence. Miranda gets an offer that Calvin would like for her to refuse and everything. I don't know what that's about. I wonder if they're gonna do a storyline where they like say that Miranda has to leave and then Christian got to go with her, and that's what made Calvin realize that he really want to be with her. We seen that on multiple shows and stuff where they do storylines like that. Episode 3 says less boss sauce. It said Curtis becomes infuriated when his sauce gets bootlegged. Malik orchestrated a date night to rejuvenate his relationship with Lisa. I know. Did they ever start showing Floyd and Curtis on the same episode? Cause remember, they'll like bring Curtis in for an episode, and then they'll skip an episode or two and bring Floyd in. We actually saw Floyd more than we saw Curtis. I feel like was it last season or the season beforehand? But I was like, yeah. But I know they had said they was gonna open the barbecue business together, and I was hoping that they showed that so that it could be. You remember the fire station as well as the barbershop? Remember the field they had? I keep saying the field, but y'all get what I'm saying, right? Like the barbershop where they'll go and they're talking there, or the fire station where they go and talk. I was like, okay, they could have did that with the barbecue business. Have Floyd bring back some old faces. They already done brought back Pinky and Pooh Nut. I said Pinky and Pooh Nut. Lord Jesus. Wookie and Peanut. I was like, bring back the whole crew. Where's Caritha? Caritha need to come back. It's Miss what's her lady name? Miss Flo, Miss Glow, whatever the lady name is. Listen, you could have new faces, but I really want to see some of the old faces too. Like I don't know if they busy. I don't know. But one thing I like about Tyler Perry is he utilized some of the same characters. I had to go back and hey, y'all ever seen that he be using some of the same characters, not the same characters, but the same actors and actresses in most of his shows. Cause there's some people in the plays and stuff. It's like on Zatima. I didn't know that there was what was his name on Meet the Browns? I think it was Meet the Browns play. Not Elroy. Brown brother. Whoever Brown brother was, they had him on Zatima at the barbershop now. Matter of fact, let me look it up and see. What's his name? LB. It's played by Kendrick Mays, and I was like, "Oh wait!" I was like, I had to go back because I was reading the comments and stuff, and they was like, that's LB." So I looked at it, and they remind me because we already see Leroy Brown, David Mann, and Tamla Man Cora. We done seen them in multiple plays. Who else we've seen? They had Lily off the Oval on Medea's funeral. I think that's the name of the play. Not the play, the movie. Medea's funeral. And they had Andy on there. And I was like, I didn't know that. But yeah, what else would y'all like to see? And I want to see Christian and Calvin Jr. in the same room. I would like to see Tracy, but she playing Madam. But you can still bring her back. Who else would y'all like to see? Maybe bring back Keke Palmer. Remember when she was on House of Pain and she was bullying Malik? Yeah. Also, where are the twins? They could bring the twins back as well. They could bring the twins back. I think did they show the twins once, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, what are some things y'all want to see in season 12? Let me see. Ella at the church, at the place. Was she working a job on House of Pain? What was she working at the store? Yeah, bring that back. Clarita, of course. See how she dealing with her was it leukemia and everything. But yeah, comment down below what y'all want to see. Until next time, deuces.